Urgency shuts down thinking. You're not evaluating the product. You're reacting to a perceived threat. Missing a deal feels like losing money, even though you never owned it. After the purchase, reality hits. Anticipation disappears. The fantasy fades. The cost becomes real. That's when regret shows up. Why did I buy this? I didn't need it. I should return it. And the cycle continues. Impulse buy, temporary high, regret, another impulse to feel better. So who controls your wallet? Not just you. You're up against systems built to reduce friction, maximize emotion, and turn attention into spending. Subscriptions are one of the biggest traps, small monthly charges that feel harmless. But over time, they drain your budget silently. You don't feel the pain, you just feel poorer. The good news is this: you are not broken, you are reacting exactly as a human brain is expected to react. Once you understand the triggers, impulse becomes a choice. Here are 6 rules that actually work. First, delay. If it's not essential, wait at least 24 hours. Most impulses die with time. Second, ask one question before buying. What emotion am I trying to buy right now? Third, separate wants from needs, not mentally, physically. Write it down. Fourth, add friction back into your life. Remove saved cards. Disable one-click buying. Fifth, create an impulse budget, a small amount you're allowed to spend guilt-free. Sixth, replace the dopamine loop. When the urge hits, do something else for 5 minutes. Move your body. Clean something small. Step outside. You don't kill dopamine, you redirect it. So why do we buy things we don't even want? Because modern capitalism doesn't sell products. It sells emotions, identity, anticipation, urgency. But awareness changes everything. Once you see the pattern, you stop being controlled by it. And if you want to understand money, psychology, and markets without the noise, subscribe to the channel. Here we break down how the system actually works, why you spend the way you do, and how to build control instead of stress. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video, and leave a comment. What's the most expensive thing you've bought that you didn't even really want? The delivery process turns into a series of dopamine hits. Order placed, tracking number, out for delivery. And then the package arrives. You open the box, you touch the item, and the emotional peak is already gone. That's why you can strongly want something, buy it, and then feel almost nothing. You weren't buying the product. You were buying anticipation. Shopping isn't about things. It's about soon. Another reason we buy things we don't want is emotional regulation. People shop when they feel stressed, bored, lonely, overwhelmed, out of control. Buying creates the illusion of control. It feels like action, like progress. That's why late-night shopping is so common. You're tired, your defenses are low, and your brain wants comfort. A package on the way feels like hope, but the relief is temporary. The stress comes back. The money doesn't. Now let's talk about algorithms. Your online feed is not neutral. It's personalized temptation. Every click teaches the system who you are. One sneaker video and you're a sneaker person. One productivity clip and you're suddenly shown planners, apps, courses, tools, and the timing is perfect. Late at night, during breaks, right after payday, when you're bored or anxious. Shopping platforms are designed to remove friction. Saved cards, one-click checkout, buy now, pay later. The shorter the distance between impulse and purchase, the less time you have to think. Now comes a very important idea. We don't buy products, we buy identity. We don't buy clothes, we buy the idea of being stylish. We don't buy gym equipment, we buy the fantasy of being disciplined. We don't buy productivity tools, we buy the hope that our life is about to change. Social media makes this much stronger, because now we don't compare ourselves to neighbors, we compare ourselves to highlight reels. The normal lifestyle keeps getting more expensive, more upgrades, more convenience, more small treats. And convenience is expensive because it comes with fees, tips, markups, and subscriptions. Then there's FOMO, fear of missing out, limited offers, countdown timers, last chance deals. Let me guess, you've bought something you really wanted, something you were excited about, and then, just a couple of weeks later, it's sitting in a drawer, untouched, a gadget you barely use, clothes with tags still on them, a subscription you keep paying for but never open. And here's the strange part. Sometimes you didn't even want the thing itself. You wanted the feeling, the moment, the idea of becoming a better version of yourself. Today, we're talking about an uncomfortable truth, why we buy things we don't even want, and why this keeps happening again and again. This is not a lecture about self-control, because if spending was just about willpower, impulse buying wouldn't exist. But it does. Almost everyone does it, regularly. And that's not because people are weak. It's because the modern world is designed to sell to the human brain. And the human brain is predictable. First, let's destroy one big myth, the idea that we are rational shoppers. Most people believe they buy logically. They compare prices. They research. They need the item. But in reality, most purchases start emotionally. Logic comes later. Logic is the story we tell ourselves so we don't feel guilty. Think about sales. When something is discounted, we say we're saving money. But if you weren't planning to buy it before, you didn't save anything. You spent money. The discount didn't lower the price. It lowered your resistance. That's why checkout pages don't ask, "Do you really need this?" They say, "Only a few left. People are viewing this right now. Free shipping ends soon." That's not information. That's pressure. Now let's talk about the real driver behind most impulse buying. Dopamine. Dopamine is not the happiness chemical. It's the anticipation chemical. It activates when your brain expects a reward, not when you actually receive it. That's why adding something to your cart can feel better than owning it. Your brain starts playing a